Today's RISE presentation has been brought to you by the following. ISBA. This application offers the perspective of a mentor and a process for bringing your dream business concept into your future reality. ISBA, the startup business application. And by Innovate Huntsville. Also supported by Thank you for support. Good morning. Welcome to RISE Goes Virtual. We are so excited to have you join us this morning. My name is Vicki Morris and I am the host and program director for RISE. We are embracing this opportunity to take our networking event to a virtual platform. We hope you will join us. We hope you have been joining us and enjoyed the topics and presenters that we've had so far during our virtual experience. We really enjoy the opportunity to bring a new platform to RISE and reach an even greater audience. So if you're just tuning in and joining us for the first time, welcome. We're so glad you joined us. If you are a veteran of our group and have been with us for many, many times, thank you for continuing to spend your Friday mornings with us at RISE. We want to take a moment to make introductions. I'm Vicki Morris, the host and program director for RISE, and I'm also the founder and president of Face-to-Face Marketing, a full-service marketing and communications company. Now, we want to know who you are. Drop a line in the comments, tell us your name, your company, and a word or two about what you do and maybe who you're looking to connect with. We've got lots of great people attending this event with us today, and I'm sure there's someone here in the audience that can introduce you to people you're looking to connect with and maybe even connect with you about the services and products that your business provides. Our purpose at RISE is very simple. We want to create an avenue for small businesses, entrepreneurs, startups, and innovators to connect, collaborate, and grow their businesses. Now, what better place to do it here at RISE? We do want to say a very special thank you to our sponsors. ISBA, the Interactive Startup Business Application. Thanks for your continued support of RISE and all that we do. You are a phenomenal sponsor and a great resource for small businesses. If you haven't taken time to check them out, please go by and visit them. So it is a great place for you to grow your business. Everything you need to start up your business is in the ISBA. So there's a QR code in our advertisement for them. Check them out. Be sure to tell them that RISE sent you. We also want to say a very special thank you to Innovate Huntsville, the Pill Method, and the Huntsville Hub, all phenomenal sponsors of RISE. And again, we really couldn't do the things that we do at RISE without your continued sustaining support. So again, we say thank you. Each month this year, we have chosen to focus on a theme. Our purpose at RISE is to provide insights for you to help you grow and sustain your business. So this month, we thought, what better topic to focus on than workforce development? So our magazine is completely focused on workforce development. We've got great articles from some of our North Alabama area contributing authors and companies sharing insights about workforce development and strengthening your business from the inside. Great content there. And our speaker today is going to speak on that as well. Our website, we have been hard at work updating our website and it is live. I hope you will take a chance to go by and visit the new website. Same domain, same location, but everything is new and improved on there. Visit the website at www.therisegroup.com hsv.com. Lots of great content on there, and we'd love to know what you think about it. Please visit it, and if you would like to be an advertiser there, we can make that happen as well. Our main purpose here with Rise is to share valuable content to help you grow your business and expand your network. Many of you have been with us since our days of Hot Coffee. That was our original founding name, and it was a great platform, and we have expanded that footprint. Hot Coffee was Huntsville Open Tech, and it was a networking organization for high-tech startups. Now, if you know anything about connections and collaboration and marketing, we all need to connect and collaborate with one another. So we wanted to expand the footprint a little beyond just high-tech startups. While our focus is still there, we want to include businesses in a wide array of industries, whether you're high-tech, whether you're biotech, whether you're arts and entertainment, whether you are a service-based industry, whatever your industry is, wherever your business falls, there's a place for it here at Rise. It's a free networking organization with the sole purpose designed to help you grow and establish your business. That is what we're here for, and we hope that you will continue to participate with us. We enjoy bringing this content to you. We are learning as we're bringing it to you as well. We also want to mention a new partnership that Rise has with SCORE. SCORE is an organization that is set in place to provide mentoring and educational resources for small businesses. They are funded by the SBA, and all of their services are free. We are partnering with SCORE Alabama chapters to bring a statewide webinar of valuable resources for small businesses. It's all in an effort to highlight the educational opportunities, the mentoring, and all of the resources that SCORE has for small businesses. SCORE is a national organization that is thriving all across the country and fueling the entrepreneurial ecosystem, and we are so happy to be a part of that. Tune in to the webinars. It's called A Circle of Mentors. I am hosting it in partnership with Rise, and it is great content. We just had a webinar with an IP attorney discussing the value of protecting your intellectual property. If you weren't able to join us for that, please check it out. We're going to share it on our social media pages, and make sure you have access to that. Again, this is a free event, and we would love for you to participate in that with us. Our speaker for today is focusing on workforce development, in particular, bringing your team back to the office. How you do it, what to consider, what pitfalls there may be, things that you need to know that you might not have considered. We have an HR team that is a rock star in this area. Rocket City HR is going to present a few tips and tools and suggestions for you to think about as you begin to bring your team back to the workplace. So I'm excited to have them, and we've got a great connection with them. I have known Samantha for many years, and we have worked together on several occasions. I'm excited to have Samantha and Micah presenting topics on bringing your team back to the office. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you Samantha Brinkley and Micah DeMera of Rocket City Consulting right here in North Alabama.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alicia Shelley, HR Office Manager at Rocket City HR Consulting in Madison. Samantha and Micah will be sharing their HR expertise as it relates to coming back from COVID as businesses regroup and start back to work in the new normal. Samantha, let's start by asking about legal considerations of the return to work. What do businesses need to know?
First, there's 3 key things that you need to keep in mind. First is the current COVID-19 status. The second is high-risk employees. And the third are child care obligations. So with regard to the COVID-19 status, you need to know if they have been exposed to COVID-19 or if they are currently infected, or if they've been infected within the last 14 days. So you're going to have some way to ascertain that information as employees come back to work. You're also going to want to make sure you have your protocols in place, such as masks, cleaning supplies, thermometers, whatever else you need to make sure that all of your employees are safe when they come back to work. The second thing is with regard to high-risk employees. So if you're ready to bring everyone back, but you have somebody that's a high-risk employee, you're going to want to have a process where they can self-identify that they're high risk. So you don't want to just assume that based on their age or what you may or may not know about a medical condition that they're high risk, but give every employee the opportunity to let you know if they're high risk. And then they also have somebody living with them that's high risk. So there are other things that you might not know about that you do need to ask your employees before they come back. And it's better to let it be their decision rather than you making a decision on their behalf. And the third is childcare issues. So even though most schools would be out of session by now, a lot of the summer camps and programs that would normally run are not running now. And so you need to make sure you provide enough notice so that they can find childcare to take care of their children if they have children that are not able to stay home alone by themselves. So keep in mind that any of this information you get regarding their childcare status or medical information, that you do need to keep that confidential. So barring all of these issues, if you had people that were able to telework during this COVID-19 period, you should be able to bring them back to work fairly easily. Now, you may have had situations where you've had to furlough or lay off employees, and those situations are slightly different. Let me quickly tell you the difference between a furlough and a layoff. In a furlough situation, people that are furloughed are technically active employees. And in this situation, they were allowed to collect unemployment insurance, but they were still an active employee technically on your payroll, even though they weren't working hours. A laid off employee is somebody that you technically severed their employment relationship and that you were not planning on bringing back. So if you're bringing either of those back, there are certain steps that you need to take in order to make sure that they are brought back completely and that the state is notified so that they can impact their unemployment compensation. So be sure in either a furlough or a layoff case, if you're bringing your employees back, that you put it in writing. You put in writing the date that you're bringing back and the reason, and you will need that for future.
Samantha, that's an excellent point that many employers may not already know or think about. So Micah, how does this affect state new hire reporting?
Since we treat our returning employees after the layoff as new hires, we also have to do the state new hire reporting. And for all of you that have employees out of the state of Alabama, maybe in the Northeast or somewhere else, you also have to comply with the new hire. That means you fill out all of the information again. And what you really have to look out for, if somebody might not want to come back to work after being laid off, you will also have to put that in a comment part for the new hire system.
And is that the same process that employers will have to go through for federal I-9 and E-Verify for returning employees as well?
For E-Verify and the I-9, what you only need to do if your employee has already an I-9 in the past 3 years, you fill out section 3 on the I-9, just write it on the paper, but do not reopen a new case in E-Verify.
Samantha, what other legal considerations are there?
Aside from state reporting and I-9 documentation, companies may need to do other new hire processes if they're bringing back an employee that's been laid off. So if a company is required to do background checks and drug testing, they may need to do those again when they recall their previous employees that were laid off. It's also a good idea to have employees review their W-4 form. Those were modified recently, and it's just a good idea to make sure that nothing has changed with their withholding status. This can also impact benefits. So if an employee was out of work for more than 30 consecutive days, it could be considered a major life event, and it could trigger a special enrollment period for benefits. So keep that in mind and review your benefits with your employees before they return to work if they were absent for more than 30 days of work. And one final thing is you should talk to your broker to determine if there are any implications to your retirement plans.
Because handbooks need to be reviewed anyhow, but especially after the current challenge we had, we should look at some policies about teleworking, coming back to work. Some of the regulations the CDC actually put out there, maybe you can put something in the handbook about this. leave policies, PTO, was it handled the right way? All of this should be reviewed and maybe rewritten. And what is really important, hand the handbook back to your employees and have them sign it again.
Have a clear plan of who is coming back to work and when, and this should be based on legitimate business reasons. All of your high-risk employees should be self-identifying so that you don't unwittingly commit age or disability discrimination. Also, don't use this as an excuse to get rid of employees that you had problems with before. If you hadn't documented them for discipline, bring them back as if you would regularly and continue with that process as an employee. So be sure you follow CDC guidelines and recommendations on protecting your employees when they return to work. So this can be setting up different shifts and different days for your employees to make sure that they have the appropriate space to keep the distance socially, so that they're at least risk of infecting other people if they do come into contact with the virus. Another thing to think about is if employees are refusing to return to work. That's a situation that's been brought up several times. What you need to do is put into writing that you are calling them back to work after you've already notified them verbally. Let them know that this is the date you're expecting them to come back from a recall. Make sure you give them enough notice in order to come back. And if they refuse to come back to work and they've missed 3 full days of work, you can then consider that they have job abandoned, and they are then considered a resignation. You'll follow that up with a letter to them saying that you consider that they resigned from their position, and this will protect you in an unemployment compensation case. If an employee is not wanting to come back to work because of a valid issue regarding their health, the health of an immediate family member, or a child care situation, be sure you take a look and make sure that they're not eligible for a paid family leave or the Extended Family Medical Leave Act provisions under the EFMLA or Family First CARES Act. So if your employees are raising valid concerns regarding safety, they might be protected under OSHA and or the National Labor Relations Act, even if your organization is not unionized. So you need to make sure that you're taking the appropriate safeguards to protect your employees and that you're communicating those to your employees.
One of the most important parts is keep open communication with your employees. They might still be worried about things. Just think about our diverse workforce here. We have individuals or employees that are from other states that might be still closed down and they have family there. They might have family here from out of state and have to take care of them, and they never had to do that before. One other challenge you have here, we have, and I have family in Europe. We do not know what is going on there. So it's really important that you understand what is going on with your workforce and help them understand, and maybe have ways to support them to still care for family members that are not right here.
Yes, we absolutely love to help businesses and partner with them to solve their COVID-19 related issues and any other HR related issues. And we're not limited to just North Alabama. Our team is comprised of highly experienced, nationally certified HR experts, and we can help with workplace issues in any state in the United States. So please reach out to us, especially if you have businesses or business locations that are in any of the other states. We have experience with handbooks, and we recognize that the laws may be different in different states, so we can help you manage all those laws and make sure that you're compliant with all of them.
Thank you, Samantha and Micah, for your knowledge transfer today. A big thank you to Vicki Morris and the team at RISE for letting us speak with you, and we hope we've been a big help as you transition into a new post-COVID-19 work world. If you have any questions not addressed by today's presentation, please call us at 256-272-9555 or visit us at rocketcityhr.com. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Samantha and Micah, for sharing such great content with us. We enjoyed the presentation this morning. So we hope that you have enjoyed this presentation this morning. We hope that you're enjoying your cup of coffee and your beautiful RISE mug. And we look forward to seeing you next time for our RISE Goes Virtual.